Hey everyone, it's PJ bringing you this week's positive attitude from my book, Are You Happy Now? I am sharing the attitudes for free just because I want to support people in their happiness. And this year, my vision and my motivation is to help uplift people, help uplift you, and hopefully help you uplift others. I actually took this book and I digested it into a handbook or pocket-sized handbook, and I'm calling it the Happy Now Handbook. And I'm just about to roll this out. My vision right now is to give this to nurses and medical care workers for free. I'd like to give it to veterans for free because these are people who have sacrificed their time, their energy, their mental and emotional health is actually suffering in giving to us and providing for our well-being. So I actually want to give this to all you people who are trying to help us have a good lifestyle and healthy happiness. You deserve health and happiness too. So this week's attitude is to be curious. Last week was creativity, and this week is to be curious. They might seem very similar, and they kind of are, because if you're curious, then you're gonna get creative about your life. But the thing about curious is always having that, when 2-year-olds are always asking, why is the sky blue? Why is there hair on your head? How come daddy's hair is gray? They're curious, we wanna know why. And there's a certain part in our life where we kind of stop asking why. We think we have enough answers. One of my favorite examples is like, well, why did the apple fall from the tree? Oh, gravity. Oh, gravity, I know why the apple fell. Well, if you ask scientists, they actually don't know what gravity is. They've been trying to figure it out, been trying to explain it. They know what it does. They know what happens as a result of gravity. Things fall or they're attracted to each other, but they don't actually know what gravity is. They're still asking why, because they have that curiosity to understand their world. And there's a lot of joy that comes from exploring the world, to finding out what's beneath the surface, asking that question why. So every time we get an answer, if we're going to be curious, we should not think that that's the full explanation, that that's the whole answer. We should understand that there's always going to be more, and curiosity is kind of peering beneath the surface and asking that next question of, well, what else? What more is there? If we're curious, it helps us understand that we live in a miraculous world of wonder. And instead of thinking we know everything or thinking that we know enough, we understand that, there's always more to understand. And as we learn and as we grow, not only do we gain more wisdom, but we experience all the wonderful things that this world has to offer. So I'm encouraging you this week to practice being curious. Ask why. Never stop asking why. Question everything, even the things you think you know, because you thought you knew about gravity, but do you know what gravity is really? No. So keep asking why, and let that open your mind, let it open your heart, let it open your spirit to new adventures, new opportunities, things that you may not have looked at before. And I'm curious to hear your questions, your thoughts. I am actually going to be starting a new podcast soon that the idea is going to be to make it available to you to hang out with me and ask questions. I'm going to have probably somebody else collaborating with me on it, and I'm excited to roll that out to you soon. So there's more on my website, more on the Instagram coming soon, and here's to your happiness. I will talk to you again soon.